right? So you saw it out there with 32 personal fouls of grit. The only thing is we got to be smarter. Our technique has to be better. We have to lead with our chest and show our hands. If my Spanish math is correct, they shot 21 more free throws than us, which I give Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, DeAndre Hunter a lot of credit. They were like physical. They pushed us out of the way. And if my math is correct, they had the plus 21. So I have to for sure watch it because, again, I'm not arguing any of our calls and free throws. We have to be better. But I think our guys played hard, and I just want to see how fair that is.
I know Nick didn't end up playing the amount of minutes that you wanted, but what did you just kind of see from him in the limited time that you did have him on the court?
I like Nick. It's good to have a big body right there. We can play through him. We rebound. Obviously, we struggle with 19 seconds. But again, the guys fought. They were a little bigger than us. Those are things that we can clean up. The more minutes he can play, we will be better at finishing possessions. And it was unfortunate that he couldn't play more minutes. He ended up playing 15.
Adam, following up on that, the foul discrepancy, is that largely, in your mind, technique and defensive positioning, or late in that game, do you think maybe there was a little bit of lack of poise, particularly on like Nick's foul?
Yeah, that was clearly a foul. We don't want see everybody get hurt. I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to. But yeah, our technique has to be better. Our purpose, like I said, lead with your chest and show your hands. But again, the league does a great job with judgment and training their officials. And they will do so because, it needs to be done for a game like today for sure.
Jordi, obviously Cam had the flurry in the fourth quarter, but just kind of what did you think of just his overall performance, maybe not just the points, but just what did you think of just his overall effort and performance tonight?
Which one of the two, Cam?
Thomas.
Oh, okay. Shot over 50% from the field and from three. 5 rebounds, and I thought that his physicality defensively was there too. Like, he worked on both sides of the floor, and I really liked the Cam Thomas. We tried to put the ball in his hands. He had to wrestle with Dyson again. I think that Cam Thomas shot 1 free throw attempt, being a guy that shoots 27 times, which is interesting. And, gotta give him credit. Shooting 1 free throw and scoring 36 points, it's unbelievable. So, I'm happy with him on both ends.
And then obviously, you obviously have stressed defense being a priority under your system, but the Hawks were able just to kind of get to the paint. How much do you attribute that to Nick not being out, but also, like you said, technique and other things need to be better with that?
Yeah, we've already discussed that. Starts in transition, then it goes with our ball containment, and then it goes with our shifts behind, then it goes to your low man, and then it goes to closing out to shooters. So if you put all that together, those are things that we have to keep working and getting better. And I have no doubt in my mind the group has worked, the coaches have been amazing, detailed, breaking things down. So that's how it works. One day at a time, trying to help these guys. They're putting the work in, and then we're going to come up next day and bring the energy again and be a little bit better.
Cam Thomas started pretty slow. I think he missed his first 4 shots and had a really tough defender in Daniels on him. And then, to finish at over 50% from the field and really looked like he just wouldn't let you guys go away late. Just what did you see from him in terms of a competitive standpoint as that game progressed?
Just he stayed the course. He didn't get frustrated. He knew the shot was going to fall. And, I was not worried about missing those shots because we took good shots. Just didn't go in. And you guys stayed, like I said, consistent. He didn't get frustrated. And, he played up a pretty clean game. From just watching it here, I have to watch it again on film. But very happy with his performance, even though it didn't start like the shot was not falling, but the shots were good. So that's all I'm asking about to our guys is try to do the right things. And what you cannot control is if the shot goes in, but what you can control is create the best shot possible. And now we're going to have these challenges like their ball pressure and how we can, handle their ball pressure and still get good shots. Because we're going to face the Magic, and they have very good defenders, and their size is like they're a very good team and very good defensive team. So it's a really exciting challenge for us after watching this game today.
And it looked like you guys got pretty efficient performances on both ends of the floor from three young wings with Jalen Wilson, Noah Clowney, and Zaire. Just what'd you see out of that group?
Yeah, energy, the spark, what you need when you come off the bench is bring it, change the game, win your minutes, do the little things, and I'm very happy. Obviously, Jalen got to 34 minutes, but all these other guys, they were very, very, very good. Again, they, for the most part, won their minutes, and I'm happy with their performance. Can we get better? Can we keep pushing each other? Can those guys push the starters? And that's how a team, comes together. And, I believe I don't need to see the final product right at the second. I still know we can fight regardless, and we did tonight.
Coach, so with 9 minutes left in the game, it was a 1-point game, and there was a defensive possession where Bogdanovic tried to post up Cam Thomas, and Zaire helped and led to an out-of-bounds pass, and the whole bench kind of erupted. So what was it like to see the reaction from a whole team to respond to that?
It's good because when the bench is into it, they just really help those guys right there, the support that you need on the road, especially you're playing against not just the other team, but also the crowd. So when something good happens in front of you and you see all those guys celebrating and supporting, that's what, what we want to see again. That Brooklyn grit is going to show in different ways. Being connected and supporting each other is one way, being physical is another way, and that's who we want to be. It's going to take time to establish this identity and keep doing it game after game, night after night. But I have no doubt that these guys will, they're working and doing the right things.
Right. Obviously, you didn't get the final score that you would have wanted, but just your emotions after this, coming through with your first game, and I had to follow up on the point guards.
Yeah, I want to win every game because at the end of the day, what you want is create winning habits. We've done good things, but like I said, what can we correct that it's our controllables that would have helped us win the game? Right now, after the game, to me, is leading with your chest and show your hands, and then finishing possessions. Then from there is, if we would have done that, you give yourself to get the first win. That's all I care about. And then, other than being first game or my first game right now is what do we need to do, right, and move on to the next one. Stepping back, looking at this game, very special for my wife, for my kids, for my parents, for everybody that has been with me during the journey. Extremely honored and proud to be where I am. I'm very proud of the guys because, they've played really hard for each other.
And when you get, granted, understanding, I think you got like 15 assists out of Dennis and Ben, but the 11 turnovers, I imagine you're probably not enamored with that. Is that them being physical with you guys, or is that just you guys still trying to get used to each other and playing with Ben in a position where he's not going to be spending most of the season?
Say it again, not spending
Is that them being physical, the 11 turnovers between?
For sure, yeah.
Or is that,
like
or
I
is
said before, you gotta give credit to Dyson, Jalen, DeAndre Hunter. They were very physical. And I would have liked to see more free throws on our end. But I gotta give those guys credit. That's the reality. And our point guards need to be better. We cannot afford 11 like you said, 11 turnovers are our 2 point guards. I think they did a good job with their pace and getting everybody involved, the way we want to play. We want to play with the pass instead of the dribble. You know, passing the ball has energy and it's contagious. And I think that when everybody touches the ball, it's a good thing. Now, if you get like a little pass happy and you're like careless with the ball, that's also when you get hurt. Like offensively, obviously, that is, you know, the 19 turnovers is not something that I want to see. I want to see 15 or less. Anything under 15, those are on me. More than 15, all these guys got to look at themselves in the mirror and see how they can be better.
Thanks, Jordi.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jordan.
We'll have someone in here shortly.